And how long are your workouts? Do you kind of have a plan in advance, or is it totally
Yeah.
intuition? And what kind of movement patterns are you doing?
Yeah. So the primary basis of the book is that your whole day is a workout. So right now, as we're
Hmm.
having this conversation, I'm right now I'm on two knees. I'm kneeling. I'll go alternate
Really?
between to one knee and then the other knee. Um, I might at some point do like a malasana, like a deep squat thing. I have this is the computer's up on my cold plunge. So literally I have fitness underneath the computer in the form of
That's awesome.
cold thermogenesis.
That's awesome.
You can see behind me there's a sauna. So that's another form of fitness, expanding, contracting myself at a cellular
Yeah.
level. Behind that, there's a ladder that goes up onto the roof. So climbing that ladder, exposing myself to sun, all of that's fitness. If you look at hunter-gatherer tribes or people from, developing countries and such, the idea of, what's your split and, three
Yeah.
sets of four and
Yeah.
get out the neon colors and the puffy sneakers and go for a run to burn some calories. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you crazy? Like, our lives, like, I am fitness, like this, so what I'm far more interested in is cultivating more of a relationship to becoming fitness and becoming, yoga and becoming all that, so that's one part of that. And then I do go to a gym and I do like to work out. I also go to Santa Monica Muscle Beach, which is like acro yoga and acrobatic stuff, and it's a big adult playground essentially. So I'll climb ropes and I'll do parallel stuff, dips and handstands, and I'll pick people up. So I do like acro yoga.
Yeah.
And then I use a lot of kettlebells when I'm at the gym. So I find kettlebells to be very valuable, in that you can go through a wide variety of ranges of motion, and they actually the motion, say for take like a Turkish get up. If there was
Hmm.
one exercise that people got out of this conversation, if you really want unexercised and you're tired of this like nebulous, like go walk outside more for your fitness stuff,
Right.
um, look up Turkish get up. I have lots of
Hmm.
videos on YouTube about it, or just look up the term in general.
Yep.
It's also my online program plug. So that Turkish get up is you're using a kettlebell, you're laying on your back, you're pushing that straight up, and then you're pressing that up into the sky. You're coming up onto a knee, you're putting your hand down, and then you're coming up into a lunge position. Then you're standing up, and then you're reversing that motion. That's a really beautiful symphony of movement that you can take your whole structure
Right.
through, that integrates all the parts.
You have
If
like
you
a hip thrust, you have shoulder girdle, you
Yep.
have your whole
Yeah,
core to stabilize or
it really
lunge, and then
nails
you
it.
reverse it.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
nails it. I mean, it's a really good one, and then, if all you do is yoga, I would recommend you do more dynamic movement, maybe take a West African dance class or play soccer or football or something, because yoga is something that I value greatly. The asana aspect of it, the other limbs are cool too, but I mean, most people hear yoga and they think like the stretchy part, as it's one of the 8 limbs. Um, that's really great, but it lacks human interaction. So it lacks that kind of partner, what you get from like dance or martial arts,
Yeah.
which develops your brain a huge way. It lacks much pulling movements, so adding in some like pull-ups or some
Hmm.
rows, get a stand-up paddleboard, maybe go out. So I realize that the things that I'm saying is not exactly structured, and there is some intention behind that, because I think structure is valuable, and we broke down specific structures in the book of things, actual practices people can do right now. And I think it's very valuable for us to a certain degree, allow the structure to fall apart just a bit, and for that movement practice to kind of spill more into other aspects of our lives that we weren't expecting it to before, such as like a boardroom, an office, a school. And if we can move as we learn, then we can learn. If you don't move and you just cram your brain with information, the cup is full, man. Like, you need to consolidate some memories. So doing like a Pomodoro technique or something of that nature, we describe that in the book as well. Do 25 minutes of intentional work of some sort, and then take a 5-minute break, go for a walk, like literally consolidate those memories, give yourself some spaciousness to allow your mind to wander and take a break so you can be fresh and bring new information in. But the Western model of education is such that, okay, we got to get these kids passing these tests. They got to pass these scantrons, man. And so,
Exactly. Yeah.
and so
Exactly.